Hey, so apparently, I've done a few readings for people in the recent 2 weeks, and the messages that have come through for them have been so accurate to them from their higher self, coming through me, that these people have thought that I've been like mean to them or some shit, as if it's like I've been doing the reading to school them, as if I'm sitting here like watching readings to make enemies, or like joining communities to make enemies. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Seriously. Like, people came to me for help. I did readings. I gave them exactly what they needed to hear, and the truth that fucking came out, the stories from the messages of their past lives, their histories, their energy. Like, when I do a fucking reading, I sit here with the light of your fucking consciousness and I talk to it, because that's an ability I have. I don't sit around flaunting it. I don't call it channeling, because it's not channeling. The physical me literally doesn't exist when I do a reading for you. The person known as Roma doesn't fucking say shit during readings to you. I'm uncertain like why I need to clarify this, but it feels like people are projecting onto me as if the individual me sitting here, the person who was, has a history, born and raised, has been betrayed, has been abandoned, has been fucked over, is sitting here in a neighborhood that I heard 6 gunshots again last night across the hall, like across the fucking alleyway, hallway. Like, that person has nothing. Like, I have nothing against any of you. Any of you. Like, I go out of my fucking way to assist you. And I sit in this apartment all day long taking care of people. Okay? Like, this is all I do. I didn't come to Earth to make enemies. At all. I actually cry often because of how lonely I start to feel, because everybody that I make friends with somehow ends up thinking I hate them. So we need to get this straight, because from not only some of the emails I've been getting, but the way I'm seeing comments happen in a few communities I'm involved in, people are being turned against me by their own thoughts about me. And it has nothing to do about me. It has to do about the readings I'm sitting here doing for you, that you're listening to, thinking I'm sitting here fucking schooling you. Why would I waste what little time I have to myself in my day to sit here to bitch at you in a fucking card reading when I can't even see you or know who the fuck you are behind the screen, other than your energy? So you're in the physical world and I'm channeling for you. Roma is out of the way and Spirit is talking to you through me to you, and you're listening to it and you're blaming Roma. Are you crazy? Like, I really get that as a Scorpio and as a Pisces, I go so far deep down into the depths of the energy you hide from yourself that I bring things to your presence that you're not ready to see. There are so many videos I've made on this fucking channel, and so few of you have actually grasped the concept of what is being talked about. Some of you think I'm crazy. Some of you think I'm projecting because of an ex-boyfriend. Some of you think I'm projecting because I'm afraid of something. Some of you think I'm flat out making videos to copy and steal your shit. Others of you are stealing my shit and not even mentioning that it's from my channel. And the rest of you go behind my back and talk shit about me as if I'm not psychic enough to know. So this has to stop. Okay? Because first and foremost, the person born as William, that has been Roma the entire fucking time and has been betrayed and abandoned and has been really, really gone through the fucking ringer in this life experience to gain these psychic gifts and abilities unlocked that would assist the rest of fucking humanity in seeing their own bullshit. So I'm asking you, every single one of you, from now until the end of whenever this video is taken off of the internet, If you have any problems with me, the individual person sitting here reading cards for you, I implore you to use what decency you have within the vessel you express yourself in through this reality. Utilize that decency and communicate your discomfort with me to me. Because I can assure you 100,000% you will be wrong about what you think I think of you. Because I see you and I love you and I care about you. And when I sit here doing readings for you, I feel every single one of you individualized aspects of consciousness, and I see your entire fucking story of life. And I sit here guiding you through the mess you've made of your life to show you that you can fix your life and heal your life. I have fallen to the depths of hell for you to show you within that hell that you can make a kingdom, and you pointed your fingers at me and said that I'm making you feel bad. Fuck you. I'm here to help you. And if you can't see that all the work and hours I spend here, where none of you even fucking donate a penny, but I spend my fucking time and emotions and my gifts, and I go through trauma to gain wisdom to share with you, and then to have you say that I'm doing shit against you. It's utterly disappointing how ignorant some of you have been. And I'm speaking to you as the consciousness of God that is fractalized in individual star emanations known as your individual self. So when I say your, I'm including your physical self, your astral self, your emotional self, your psychic self, your elemental self, your cosmic self, your causal self, your celestial self, your solar self, your planetary self, your divine self, your I am self, your chaos self, your void self, your order self, your light self, your love self, your thought self, your presence self, your void, the entirety of you. So however you decide to take that personally is up to you. I'm simply the messenger. I, Roma Arsinoe, born William Arsinoe Ade, am the fucking messenger to you. I am not your enemy. I'm literally the best friend you don't have because you think that just because I know too much about you, that it's like I know your weak spots. Bitch, I know your weak spots, which means I can fucking protect you. I'm not out to get you. You have nothing I want. None of you. 3 years, not a single donation. And I've made videos endlessly. What do you think I'm doing this for? What do you really think I'm doing this for? To get a point across, to win, to have a competition, to be better than you at flipping cards or reading energy or like creating empires or creating medicine or kingdoms or leading people or like being a guru of light or like whatever. What do you think I'm here for? I'm here to find my friends and remind them that they're not as terrible as they think they are, so we can go home and create home here. Go home within ourselves to create home here. And you guys are running around the fucking world complaining and bitching and making enemies out of allies and making allies out of enemies. And then blaming the messenger for pointing out that you fucked your life up and I can see it and I fucking love you unconditionally. It's possible that someone with as pure of a heart as me exists and that this person was brought to you into your life to guide you towards you again, to a version of you you lost. Because whatever you're seeing in me is a reflection of you. And I'm still standing in front of you through every screen, through every media, through every form that you see me, energetically, astrally, in dream state, and other dimensions, and other realities, and other universes. I have been your ally all along. But instead you've chosen to make me your enemy to play out some fucking story in your head that someone else put there. So if you think I'm your enemy or doing something against you, leave the fucking channel and don't ever return and don't communicate with my soul anymore. But if you think that you could be wrong about me and I'm actually here to help you, and that maybe you should feel grateful for someone who suffered really a lot and has done it on their own with very little financial resources, very dangerous living conditions, and barely any support from any living being. Like, if you think this person is out to get you, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what else to fucking tell you. I'm not here to get you. I'm not here to be you. I'm not here to replace you. I'm not here to date your man. I'm not here to fucking steal your money. I don't want your money. I don't want your energy. If you go back to some of the videos I made in the beginning, I didn't have any donation links and I didn't want any energetic exchange from you. I was simply bringing a message to you. Someone told me to put an Amazon wish list because they wanted to get me a gift for a reading a week and a half ago, and I finally fucking did it. Someone else said, somebody that I used to do private readings for before messaged me and said, why doesn't my PayPal link work? Why don't I have a PayPal connection? So I put a PayPal thing on there so this person could give me money, because they thought me rejecting their gift was me rejecting their friendship. So I went and made a PayPal account, and I'm like, okay, here it is. And it was the only person in 3 years who donated any money to me. One person. So don't tell me I'm doing this for money when I live on less than $900 a month in a fucking ghetto neighborhood where I just heard 6 gunshots last night. And I don't even have a fucking couch. I sit on lawn chairs that squeak and make it sound like I fart during readings. Like, give me a break, you guys. I'm not your enemy. 11 minutes of me explaining this, and I'm still being told in my mind that some of you are still like laughing and joking and being like, oh, the bitch is going crazy. Like, yeah, I'm a little crazy about this. It's offensive. Because all I'm trying to do is help you, and you guys are thinking that I'm like this like, you know, wounded, lost, weepy thing, and I'm just sitting here fighting through my own reality to get to you on a screen that I really don't want to be on. To remind you of the decency in yourselves and how far we've come from that as a species. And I bring out an aspect of you guys within you that you think is a lie or an illusion or a mirage, but it's the only truth you've known. To my dying day, I would defend any of you. Any of you. I've cried for murderers. I've cried for the murdered. It makes no difference. I've sat and eaten with demons and angels side by side. I have hung around with whores and I've hung around with nuns. It makes no difference to me. You are all God expressing itself. So stop thinking I'm the enemy when you have created an enemy for yourself so that you could constantly make excuses to justify your behavior to hurt other people. I love you. I fucking love you. And if you really think that I'm lying, or I mean that in a facetious way, or that I'm being face surface level, fuck you. Because if any of you came up to me face to face, do you know what I would do first? Hug you. I would hold you so hard that my heart would beat for your heart so you could have a fucking break in life and just let yourself breathe. Because I know, Roma knows, and I, the consciousness speaking, know deep down from inside, whether I'm channeling for you or not, I know what you've been through. I saw it before I incarnated. I have read the Akashic records. I have felt your energy. When I do readings, I see the tapestry of your life and I feel every note for you, with you. It is my gift and my curse to feel what you felt, so that never in your life can you say no one knew what you felt. I did. I did. I'm feeling you right now. Not as individual aspects of you. I am feeling the collection of energy from every single one of you, like a symphony of light emanating from the earth. It's like a heat. A trembling, gasping for air heat at, could this person really be so fucking loving? And if they are, what does that mean for us? And all those rays of light come back right back into the earth, and everybody somehow feels like they realize, oh, We don't have to be petty. You don't have to be petty. Especially to me. Of all the people on your fucking planet. Oh my God, you pick me to make your enemy? You must be desperate. Because your life is probably really fucking good. If I'm your enemy. I'm the love of your life and the best friend you can't see because you're busy trying to find a flaw in me. Let me know how that works out for you. I'm going to be here still talking to you and expressing love with you and healing your energy and cleaning your tapestry for your soul self, not your ignorant conscious self that thinks I'm the foe. Because I love you unconditionally regardless if you hate me or not. You're always welcome in the story of my life.